The situation with the former members of 50/50 and their former agency, Attrakt, continues to unravel, revealing just how deep the cracks in their relationship have become. The legal battle has escalated with Saena, C, and Aran demanding a settlement of $300,000 from Attrakt CEO Jeon Hong-joon. This move comes on the heels of the $13 million lawsuit Attrakt filed against them last December, marking another chapter in this ongoing saga. However, what's most striking is how this lawsuit appears to be driven more by desperation than strategy. The girls are not just fighting for money, they're fighting for a future in an industry that may no longer have a place for them. Opinions on this situation are divided, but one thing is clear: this lawsuit isn't doing them any favors. Some fans believe this is a last-ditch effort to reduce the looming financial burden, while others think it's simply a terrible move. The timing couldn't be worse either. Just as Attrakt is gearing up to relaunch 50/50 with a new lineup, the former members have chosen to dig up old wounds. If this lawsuit is meant to gain leverage, it might backfire spectacularly, tarnishing their image even further. As one observer put it, "This feels like a bad move if I'm being honest. I don't think they'll get what they want, as everything in court has been going Attrakt's way for over a year now. They should just cut their losses and re-debut with their current company." Others echo similar sentiments, pointing out that this legal action might be less about winning and more about minimizing losses. One comment highlights, "They can't really cut their losses since they're still being sued by Attrakt and will likely have to pay them back a lot of money. If this lawsuit manages to lower the amount they have to pay back, it's probably worth it. Attrakt doesn't want all this drama around the 50/50 name now that they're re-debuting the group, so they might settle." Still, the sentiment that this move is more harmful than helpful is widespread. People are questioning the intelligence behind this decision, with some suggesting the former members are either being poorly advised or are simply making desperate choices in a tough situation. The stakes couldn't be higher for these three former members. They are essentially gambling their careers on the hope that this lawsuit will yield a favorable outcome. Yet, the odds don't seem to be in their favor. Attrakt has already won in court before, and there's little reason to believe this time will be different. As one person noted, suing someone knowing you don't have evidence in the hopes they'll throw money at you to go away is scummy if that's what they're hoping for. The legal strategy here seems flawed, especially when considering that the courts have previously dismissed their claims. This raises the question, what exactly do they hope to achieve? Some fans are even speculating that this move could be an attempt to force Attrakt into a settlement to avoid further damage to the 50/50 brand as the new lineup prepares to debut. However, the cost of this strategy might outweigh any potential gains. Legal experts and fans alike are questioning the logic behind pursuing such a small settlement in the face of a much larger financial threat. If Attrakt refuses to budge, the former members could be left with nothing but legal fees and a damaged reputation. As one commentator put it, "This is like picking the worst dialogue option. All they're doing is hurting their own image even more. They don't gain anything positive from this." The sentiment that these girls should focus on their re-debut instead of dragging out this legal battle is also prevalent. Many believe that they should seize the opportunity to start fresh, especially since they've managed to secure new management with massive E and C. Yet, instead of moving forward, they seem intent on reliving the past. It's almost as if they're stuck in a loop, unable to break free from the mistakes that got them into this mess in the first place. "This will just further damage the remaining image they have left," said one observer, reflecting a growing frustration among fans who want to see the girls succeed but are losing hope. The reality is that this situation is more complicated than it appears. The former members are not just fighting against Attrakt, they're fighting against time, public opinion, and a rapidly closing window of opportunity. If they lose this lawsuit, the consequences could be devastating, not just financially, but also in terms of their future prospects in the industry. Even if they win, the victory might be hollow, overshadowed by the damage done to their reputation. As one fan pointed out, it's like they want to be ground into nothing and have not an ounce of goodwill left for them. Ultimately, this legal battle is a high-stakes gamble with no clear path to victory. The former members of 50/50 are risking everything on the slim chance that they can turn the tide in their favor. But with each new development, it seems more likely that they're digging themselves deeper into a hole from which they might never escape. The clock is ticking, and with every passing day, the possibility of redemption grows dimmer. Whether this lawsuit is a calculated move or a desperate last stand, one thing is certain: the outcome will have lasting consequences for everyone involved. As fans and industry insiders alike watch this drama unfold, the question on everyone's mind is the same. How much more can they afford to lose before there's nothing left to fight for? The timing of this lawsuit is particularly questionable. The new lineup of 50/50 is on the brink of debuting, and instead of allowing the focus to shift to this fresh start, the former members have reignited the controversy. Many fans and industry watchers are baffled by the decision. The general consensus is that this legal action could overshadow their re-debut, tainting any chance they had at a successful return to the spotlight. As one observer noted, whoever is advising them needs to be fired immediately. This is not going to end well for them. I don't know why they're convinced otherwise. Another key point of discussion is the public perception of this case. The former members have already lost significant support, and this latest move seems likely to further erode what little goodwill they have left. Many people believe that the girls should have distanced themselves from this legal mess and focused on their music. Instead, they have chosen to reopen old wounds, and it's not sitting well with fans. One comment sums it up: they're going to lose now and never debut. Not again. However, some fans still hold out hope that the former members can turn things around. They argue that the lawsuit is a necessary step to protect their rights and secure their financial future. But even those who sympathize with the girls are beginning to question whether this strategy is worth the risk. The legal battle is dragging on, and the longer it continues, the more it distracts from what should be their primary goal: a successful comeback. The stakes are high, and the margin for error is razor thin. This situation is also a stark reminder of the pressures that K-pop idols face. The former members of 50/50 are still young, and they are dealing with issues that would be overwhelming for anyone, let alone people in their early 20s. The industry is unforgiving, and one wrong move can spell the end of a career. The decision to pursue this lawsuit could be seen as a reflection of the immense pressure they are under to secure their future. But at what cost? As one fan lamented, "They just can't stop making bad decisions, huh?" The legal complexities of this case are significant, and it's clear that both sides are prepared to fight to the bitter end. Attrakt has already demonstrated that it is willing to go to great lengths to protect its interests, and there is no reason to believe it will back down now. For the former members, this could mean facing years of legal battles with no guarantee of a favorable outcome. The question is whether they have the resources and the resolve to see it through. If they lose, the consequences could be dire, not just financially, but also in terms of their reputation and future prospects. As the first hearing approaches, all eyes are on the Seoul Central District Court, where the future of 50/50 will be decided. The case is being handled by the 31st Civil Division, a department known for its expertise in handling complex financial disputes. The court's decision could take months to reach, and in the meantime, the former members will continue to prepare for their comeback, hoping that the legal issues won't derail their plans. Whether they succeed in their legal battle or not, one thing is clear: 50/50 is determined to make their mark on the K-pop industry, no matter the cost. In the end, the situation with 50/50 is a reminder that in the world of K-pop, success is never guaranteed, and the line between triumph and tragedy is often razor thin. For Saena, suing, and Aran, the coming months will determine whether they can salvage their careers or if they will become another cautionary tale in the industry's long history of broken dreams. Let us know your thoughts on this situation. And if you want to stay updated on all the latest K-pop news, be sure to like and subscribe.